each and everyone. I am Sesame D. Gara, and today I'm going to explain the RA 7600, or the Rooming In and Breastfeeding Act of 1992, as well as the RA 10354, or the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Healthcare Law of 2012, or also known as RH Law. I'm going to explain what is RA 7600, or the Rooming In and Breastfeeding Act of 1992. So, I'm going to give a little background about this law. So, this bill was first passed by the Congress of the Philippines. Then, after sessions, it was approved by our former President Fidel V. Ramos, and this law was signed on December 12, 1992. So, what is the purpose of this law? The purpose of this law is to improve breastfeeding and to promote maternal and infant bonding. So, allow me to read the key provisions under this law so that I could explain it further to all of you. So, rooming in. It mandates hospital to implement a rooming in system, allowing mothers to stay with their newborns immediately after birth. So, rooming in, it is a system where a mother should stay with the infant after birth to initiate breastfeeding, and at the same time to improve maternal and infant bonding. And it is also to help mothers to learn with their child in the first-hand experience. Then, breastfeeding support. It requires a healthcare institution to provide education or support for breastfeeding mothers. So, I will give a scenario where a mother can learn from a healthcare provider. 'Di ba ang pregnant woman kay naman din na sila prenatal visit. So, during her prenatal visit, so a healthcare provider or a midwife, they would provide health teaching about breastfeeds, the importance of breastfeed, and the do's and don'ts about breastfeeds, and the proper technique of breastfeed. So, in that way, a mother, or especially first-time mothers, would know the importance of breastfeed, and she can learn from a healthcare provider. And then, facilities. A hospital must offer an appropriate facilities for comfortable breastfeeding. So, every hospital has an lactating room. So, in lactating room, this is where a mother should breastfeed their child, to provide privacy and to ease her feeling while feeding the baby. Then, milk substitute regulation. So, support the milk code by prohibiting the promotion of breast milk and substitutes unless medically necessary. So, syempre, DOH should mandate the importance of breastfeeds, because breastfeed is the healthiest option that a mother could give to a child, to give her nutrition and to prevent an infant from getting a disease. So, nalandry exemption when a mother cannot breastfeed her child, especially, for example, for an instance, ang mother kay nay HIV. So, dili jud pwede a mother cannot breastfeed her child because she has an HIV. So, possible ang HIV can be transmitted to a baby, which is bad, or which is bad to a baby. So, dili siya pwede. So, nailay mga ning-anang instances, pero the rest, kung walay mga other complications or walay other problem, then you should breastfeed jud. Breastfeed is the healthiest option. Then, what are the penalties if you didn't follow this law? So, the penalties should be established penalties for institutions that do not comply with the law would be including fines. So, pwede sila magbayad, Then, at the same time, sa healthcare provider, pwede po matanggal ang ilang lisensya or possible license suspensions. So, the second one I'm going to explain is the RA 10354, or the Responsible Parenthood and the Reproductive Health Law of 2012. So, I'm going to give a little background about this law. So this law was first passed by the Congress of the Philippines. Then it was approved by our former president, Benigno Aquino III. Then it is also known as the RH law. So what is the purpose of this law? So the purpose of this law is to promote responsible parenthood, and then to ensure citizens to have an access to the healthcare services in the Philippines. So allow me to read the key provisions under this law so that I could explain it further to all of you. So, access to the family planning mandates government provision of various family planning methods, both natural and artificial, emphasizing informed choices. So, as a healthcare provider, it is our job to provide informations about family methods or family planning methods, including artificial or natural. So, just to give informed choices to our citizens based on their based on their based on their what they believe is right, or what they think it is right for them. At the same time, it is based on their personal personal beliefs. Then the reproductive health education, it requires the integration of reproductive health education into school curriculum for adults and to foster awareness on responsible parenting. So we all know that teenage pregnancy is very rampant. So as I observe, and what the DOH did is that they send mga healthcare workers, no, in the school, no, to give awareness to mga teenagers, to give to teenagers, no, to give um, advocate about safe practice safe sex. At the same time is to give awareness for the future pregnancies outcome if they would do that, if they would do such thing. Then the maternal and child services ensures essential health services for women and children, including prenatal and postnatal care and safe delivery services. So especially mga healthcare provider, especially midwives, are the one who are in charge about this. So every month, mga pregnant women would go to the healthcare centers, no, just to do prenatal visits to their midwives or their OBGYN. So just to ensure, no, to protect infant and mothers from syempre mga delay, maayo nga mga panghitabo, or just to be safe lang during pregnancy, or during pregnancy or throughout pregnancy. Then anti-discrimination, it prohibits discrimination against individual regarding their reproductive health choices and guaranteeing access to the services without stigma. So syempre, the government ensures that everyone should be treated equal, no, regardless of their choices, no. Wala joy gipili, no, whether pobre or dato, dapat tanan maka-access sa healthcare services that is provided by our government. So, funding and implementation allocates funding for reproductive health programs and mandates local government units to provide necessary services. So, kung kabantay mo, if ang vaccinations in the healthcare centers are free, then usually ang mga family planning methods like mga pills, IUD, implants are free. No, free because it is funded by our government from our taxes, or from the Filipino taxpayers. So that is nana siya budget, no. So nana siya budget from the government. And healthcare provider responsibilities, it requires a healthcare provider to offer comprehensive reproductive health services and information to the patients. So syempre, as a healthcare provider, it's our job to give informed choices, no. It is our job to give facts about what they would ask and just to be there, be present if there are if malisukan sila or wala sila kabalo unsay angay buhaton, so it is our job to guide them, no, it is our job to guide them. So under RA 10354, our penalties would include: healthcare provider may lose their licenses for refusing services. Employers may face fines for not offering reproductive health services. And local officials may face charges for implementing the law. And individuals spreading misinformations can be also penalized. So that is all about RA 10354.